Alright guys, looks like we're ready for the next part, and we're going to add some paint to our work. Make sure that you have your letters written in the different rectangles. You can kind of see the rectangles. It's kind of light there, but make sure you fill those in and all the way. And make sure, some of you guys had a really light lines when you were doing it at first. Make sure you go over it again and make sure they're nice and dark lines for your letters. That'll look a lot better in the end. When you're ready for the paint, we're going to have a brush you're going to get, and we're also going to have water containers at your table, and we're going to use some of these watercolor paints today. To get started, you're going to think about some of your colors and where you're going to paint. Where I'd like you to paint is inside of these rectangles. So there's kind of a line there, so you want to stay inside of there. If you want to use multiple colors, you can. For example, with this O, I could choose, one color, and then around the outside, another color. That'll really make it pop. So let me try that. So first of all, I'm going to get a little water on my brush, and then I think I want to choose, I don't want to choose blue, maybe an orange color. So some of the colors have been used before, and some might be new. It just all depends on what time of the year or who's been using your paints beforehand. But we do need to add a little water to it, and we just want to kind of scrub it a little bit. Okay, we're not pressing hard against it. You're just kind of rubbing it a little bit. Could be dirty, could be not. Okay, so I'm just filling it up. I'm trying to get a lot of color on my brush. It looks like I'm almost there, and it looks like I have a lot of color. So I'm going to go right in between this O, and I'm going to paint that in very carefully. And the cool thing about this, guys, is you can actually touch the oil pastel, and it gives it kind of a neat look when you do that. Okay, it won't go over top of it. It will resist it, it's called. Okay, I really like how that's going. But I'm going to go ahead and change up colors for the outside. So I'm just going to go into the water, swish it around a little bit. Make sure you don't get it on the person across from you on their artwork. So make sure you just do it really lightly, and then you just kind of lightly, gently rub it on the edge, on the lip there. Okay? So I am going to choose a different color. Maybe a purple around the outside. I think that would kind of look nice. Okay? So again, I'm going to scrub this one. It's never been used, or it hasn't been used today. So it is still dry. If it's dry, you got a little more water to it, kind of going back and forth. Okay? And I kind of make my brush go around like this so I can get color on all sides of it and really fill it up good. Okay? And then now I'm just going to go over here, and I'm going to try to fill in the rest of this box with some purple paint, and you can overlap it again a little bit over top. Taking my time, going really carefully around there. Now if you want to go too close to the edge, we're going to have these paint edgers that you can put underneath it so you don't get it all over the table, and it's a little bit easier to have those paint edgers underneath. So those will be available for you to use today. Alright, and I really like how that's going, and then what I would do is continue working with the different letters, trying to fill them up with paint, being very careful with your work and not rushing it at all. Alright guys, good luck with the painting part of this project.